Norton in here. Norton, what's up?
Hello, everybody.
Hey.
Hi, Adam.
Hey, Norton.
I'm agreeing with you, Ant, I'm so sick and tired of them being frightened of offending people.
Yep.
I want everybody with a bad mustache and a hyphen in his last name to be bodily searched before he gets on a plane. Right? They're terrorists, and I'm sick. And they were dancing in Patterson, in Jersey.
Well, now I'm getting reports now that wasn't happening. Somebody had made that up, and the police chief from Patterson actually called up Don and Mike and said that absolutely was not true.
Okay, well, they were dancing in their own homes. They were dancing somewhere. I'm sick and tired
of it. We saw them dancing over there in the Middle East. They were loving it in Iraq.
Yeah, running out of their filthy hovels and dancing in bare feet, these savage animals.
With their dirty asses that just smell.
Yeah, and just stupid peeled back foreskin they haven't washed. I am so sick and tired of it. There should be armed guards on every flight. Armed security, and they were talking about that, and then someone said, well, it's going to scare passengers. Like heading for Tower 3 to scare passengers.
Absolutely. I would much rather have a professional armed marshal, somebody that his single job is to be trained in the art of taking out terrorists on aircraft, maybe the art of negotiating with these people right up until you blow his head off. I mean, it's got to be done. This is the new millennium that we are living in right now. Like I said, the new millennium didn't start 2000 in January. It started yesterday. Yep. This is what we are dealing with now.
I actually was eating, and I live in Jersey by the GW Bridge, and you can smell it smells like a fire.
Yeah, it's burning.
It was blowing up 6th Avenue. Eyes are tearing and everything.
It's absolutely, they effed up the skyline. I mean, you look at New York, every time I look at the city, I just get rage. And what they did to the skyline and all those people, I just want us to bomb. I said this yesterday, bomb the country.
Norton, Anthony mentioned it earlier, too. How eerie is that cloud? It feels like it's the ghost of the Twin Towers. It doesn't want to leave. It's like it's a plume of smoke coming up from where the towers were. That's just a reminder that something was there.
Yeah.
And it will not go away.
Yeah, it's really, really disturbing. I mean, that's why I can't even look at it. That's why Friday and Saturday I gotta do bananas in Poughkeepsie. I mean, I have to.
You whore! Holy smoke! You whore! Oh, my God. You are truly despicable, Jim Norton.
I'm an awful little man.
You are. I think the comedy owner is despicable. Cancel shows. Norton, how do you do that?
Do what?
How does a comedian get up on stage in front of a crowd that you know damn well is going through the same thing everyone else is, and try to make them laugh?
I want to go on last night. I really did. It's not that you make fun of what happened because it's disgraceful. You can talk about it, but
that's true, because we don't normally do shows like this, so I guess it's just a place to get together and vent.
Yeah, but I'm probably going to go on somewhere tonight in Jersey if I can. I just got to get on stage, and of course I'll address it.
I don't know how you do that.
You just go on and scream.
Yeah, I mean, basically...
You got to get it out of your system.
You got to talk about it. I mean, there's nothing funny about it.
Oh, but it's like this, the show we do on a daily basis isn't quite like the one we've been doing for the past couple of days.
There hasn't been a dick joke in 4 hours.
Right.
You know what it is? Because somebody on your show said it before. I mean, could Hillary Clinton say one thing that's realistic?
No.
Can they stop trying to get the poignant quotes? I'm sorry. I didn't want to see them singing, God bless America. I don't want my Senate and Congress
to look like and thanked everybody. You thank the cops, you thank the firemen, you do what you can to help, and then you figure out when are we going to strike back at these people.
Yeah, standing around singing, I want to see anger out of these people. Colin Powell is the only one with any balls in the entire administration.
Yeah, him. Newt Gingrich had some great remarks, too.
Did any of you guys see Schwarzkopf on with Brokaw last night?
Yeah.
He goes, those bastards. And Brokaw didn't even know. He was really pissed.
But you know something? I love that. There's a guy who just looked in and said, those bastards. You could tell what he was feeling. It wasn't a written speech trying to get the next line that'll end up in social studies books years from now.
Spitting out sound bites.
Yeah, I don't want to hear the word justice. We got to sound like justice. I like when they're talking about punishing those who did it, because that implies big bombs. That's what I want to hear.
I don't want to hear how resilient we are as a people and how they will not undermine the spirit of this great nation. We know that.
I want a rallying cry. We have nothing to fear but fear itself. Let's go get them.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. I want to hear somebody finally express anger.
This was our finest hour.
That's it. That's the gospel. That's it. I'll follow you. That's the guy I'm going to follow.
Absolutely.
Are you guys in Manhattan today, or do you get into New York?
Disclose that.
Yeah.
They're still not open from Jersey, though, is it?
George Washington Bridge, open.
It is open, so I could get in and do my set tonight.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I wasn't sure.
Where are you going, Norton?
No, I'm not going to play. It's just a set in the city.
Norton, I might have to go see it tonight.
No, because I want to see how I actually went down to the cellar last night. There was no show, but I just went down to sit at the bar and be with people and hear the speech.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm doing a set at stand-up tonight, but it's just a 10, 12-minute set. But I just got to get on. I mean, just to get some sense of normalcy.
I went with Lenny Clark. We got on our bikes and rode down there. He goes, "Come on, pal, we're going patrolling."
Lenny Clark on a bike.
Me and Lenny Clark.
Wow.
And we rode down just to see it, just to do something, just to be together. And
miracles do happen.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you do feel a weird bond with other people because you know they're absolutely hating. And as far as whoever called up and said that they really don't know who it is, yes, they do.
Yep.
And it's unfortunate, but you don't think it's a black guy, you don't think it's a Jewish guy, you don't think it's an Irish guy or an Italian. It's an Arab group. We know that. All right? They found outside of Boston in one of the cars a videotape that had a fuel consumption information and flight information, like plane flying information, and a Koran. All right? That's not a member of the IRA.
Right.
It's not racist, but we know who's doing it. And if they don't like living here, I wish they would leave. I really do. If you're not happy here, please go away.
No, they're not happy that we're happy. Saddam Hussein, let me see that quote right there. Here's the mentality we deal with these people. He says, exporting evil not only wherever its armies are, but also wherever its motion pictures go.
Of course.
This is Saddam Hussein talking that he doesn't like our motion pictures.
And whoever calls them motion pictures in this day and age, they're movies.
We don't like those talkies.
Exactly.
If the American people remember all this, they will salvage their security and the security of the world from their rulers.
We'll feel more secure when you're dead.
On the other hand, if what happened in the U.S. was an internal matter, the work of American nationals, then the house dwellers know best where their evil resides.
He's turning it around.
He's trying to turn it around because of the Oklahoma City bombing. But no, we know who did this. And we're coming for it.
And you're right, there was no rebuttal, as far as I know, in Yemen for the coal.
No, there wasn't. They put a warning to Afghanistan. They wouldn't give them bin Laden, so they put a warning and said, look, anything happens, we're holding you responsible. That was the rebuttal.
Mm-hmm.
After they bomb one of our ships, that's what they get.
A military ship. What more do you need? They blew a friggin' hole in a battleship.
Because they weren't allowed to man the guns.
Why? You're afraid of Yemen?
They don't want to. No, they didn't want to annoy Yemen.
Stop. They don't want to offend people in Yemen. Don't be offensive.
Right. Jim, we're going to let you go.
All right, guys.
It's getting a little too crazy around here.
Take care, Jim.
Take care, boys.
When do I get to take a leak?
Whenever you want, man.
Okay.